Hi everyone! One very important objective to complete when you're starting out in Diablo 4 is the Renown grind. And with it come the Altars of Lilith, those little statues that you can click to gain a permanent stat boost for all of your characters. You might have seen these already in the open beta. They are hidden in all the nooks and crannies all over the map, and there are a ton of them. And you should definitely collect them all because of those extra stats that will help you to boost your character's power later in the endgame. So originally I was actually going to make this some kind of community effort. I've actually done this during the open beta. I've summoned everyone to try to find all the altars, and we did that very quickly, at least for the Fractured Peaks region back in the open beta. It took like a few hours, and then we had a bunch of screenshots ready from the Discord community. It turns out that actually won't be necessary, because now with the early access I actually just went and clicked them all. So we have the map here, and I took a bunch of screenshots. You can see them here. These are the world map screenshots. Here's Scotland, for example. Here's Dry Steppes. Here's Kyrgyzstan, the southern part, Havazar, and Fractured Peaks, and the rest of Scotland. But on top of that, you don't have to piece it all together one by one. There is actually this interactive map that I have just learned about as well, that actually has all the locations. And I cross-checked it a bit, and it seems like this is exactly the locations. So to give you a bit of an idea of how I would approach getting all these altars is that I would just go and run around the entire world at level 1 trying to collect them all. Of course, these stats don't do all that much in the early game, but it kind of like stacks up and gives you like more and more power as you go. And especially later on the Paragon boards, you have certain stat requirement thresholds to gain extra bonuses. And this is where all these extra stats really come in my opinion. There are also level restrictions in each of those zones, at least when you're playing through the campaign for the first time. So you kind of start out here in the Fractured Peaks, and then you go like all around the world, and the zone minimum levels increase over time. So you can't just go down here to like Kyrgyzstan, for example, at level 1 and expect to survive. So there is a certain threshold that you have to reach. So in general, I would just try to like pick them up as you are progressing through the campaign, as you are progressing through the various zones, which is also quite useful to do when exploring, when trying to find a certain dungeon for your codex powers, for example. And you also get a bunch of renown from clicking all these altars and doing the exploration. So it might be a really good idea to just kind of like have this open on the side as you progress on your character, and then just try to pick up the altars as you pass them by. So just be aware of kind of like where they are in your surroundings, and always kind of keep an eye there. Not only will you have the altars completed already, but you will also gain a good bunch of renown from clicking them. Each altar is 10 renown, and you need only 200 to get the first skill point in each of the renown regions. So just on the altars and exploration, you already have that easily. And then you have waypoints, you have exploration, maybe you're going to do a dungeon or two. You can easily also pick up, for example, the first potion slot already in each of the regions while doing the renown and a bit of exploration. At least for me personally, this is going to be the strategy. I'm going to try to do them on the side with already everything discovered basically, because now I know the map, I know where the altars are, everyone can see this here. So you can kind of make a route even if you want to. Either way, that's it for this video already. I just want to highlight this and draw some attention to this so that everyone has an easy time finding those altars. And if you want to read more about them and see, like, for example, the combined stats values that you gain, and you know how many there are in each zone, and a bunch more info, then you can also go check out this Maxwell altar guide here. That's it for the video. Hope you like it, and see you guys next time.